Okay, y'all, today is a big day. We're going to do our very first Dutch food taste test. Now that we've been in the Netherlands for about 6 months, we're getting a bit more familiar with Dutch cuisine, and we've made a very unique list of things to try. Some of them based on your recommendations. No one recommended this.
All right, let's get this one out of the way right now. Hagelslag. It's buttered toast with sprinkles. All right, so today we're gonna be trying to get a few things. Hagelslag, Poffertjes. I shouldn't write this.
No, I think...
My handwriting's terrible.
Yeah.
Poffertjes, Bitterballen, Frikandel. I love how she's looking this out, how everything's spelled.
Yeah, I don't want to misspell.
Kroket.
I know that one.
Fries and joppiesaus, or joppiesaus. Kibbeling, Haring. And finally, Kapsalon. Here's our list. This is what we're gonna eat today. We were originally gonna do it outside. It's been really rainy for the last week. We've literally tried to do this video probably 3 different days over the last week and a half, thinking that the weather was gonna let up, and it just hasn't. It's really windy and it's very cold and it's very rainy today.
So we're gonna eat all these delicious things in the comfort of our own home.
Thanks, Taus Besorgd, and ourselves.
My feet.
And Michelle. We know this isn't everything for Dutch food. It just can't be. We have to fit as much as possible into like a 10 or 20 minute video.
And we might die if we tried to eat all of it in one day.
That's true. So we're gonna treat this as a part 1. And if you wanna see us dive deeper into Dutch food, then give this video a thumbs up and then we will.
All right, time to bring our first delicious meal to
our desk
Yes.
and eat it in the comfort of our home.
Let's go. All right, so we're at the Saturday market here in Rotterdam. It's actually like kind of nice outside, so we decided to venture outside for some poffertjes. So we've had poffertjes before. You've seen them in our Maastricht video at the holiday market. But basically they're little pancakes that are griddled on this like giant cast iron stove, I guess, that's like shaped for pancakes. And then they're crispy on both sides and they're nice and soft in the middle. And the traditional way to get them is with powdered sugar and butter, which is what we got. The taste is like a rich pancake batter. The powdered sugar just adds like a little bit of sweetness on the outside. So in America, I think typically pancakes have more of like a rich like buttermilk flavor. Like they're creamier and they're just like very, very rich tasting. Here, these are a little bit lighter and I think more of like a platform for the powdered sugar and the butter or the toppings that you're putting on them. But I mean, the essence is there.
All right, it's time for the fried stuff. I'm excited about these.
Me too.
All right, so the fried stuff comes from a local Dutch snack shop. There's snack shops everywhere. I walked past 2 today. We are focusing today on the staple Dutch treats. So what we decided to start with is eat smakelijk.
Eat smakelijk.
Does that mean it's delicious?
It means like bon appetit.
Oh.
And they all come in these little like bags. I think all Dutch snack shops get their bags from the same supplier.
All right, first thing, Bitterballen.
Ooh.
Probably like the most famous Dutch export after stroopwafels.
Yeah.
Tiny meat ragu balls. Cheers.
Cheers.
You can see the inside is like soup, like thick soup, and the outside is very crispy and fried. And that's basically the gist of this genre of Dutch food.
I think I'm gonna eat one more. I wasn't planning on it, but.
All right, so I'll introduce the next thing. A croquette. And you're probably looking at this and thinking, Alex, that's just an egg roll. But it's not. It's very similar to this Bitterballen. The difference being that it's long and it's chicken instead of beef.
Yeah.
Long boy. Let's crack in this puppy.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, crispy.
We need like a croquette microphone. Oh yeah, I see like specks of maybe some sort of parsley or chive or something.
It's more seasoned than the Bitterballen. I think I like the Bitterballen better.
Yeah.
But I used to like, I'm a kind of a croquette boy. I think I like the Bitterballen better.
Yeah, the Bitterballen flavor is just like richer, saltier. This has like...
It is herbaceous, and I like that. It's like herby. So it's like the cream of chicken thing, but instead of having meat chunks in it, it's got like more of an herb flavor to it.
Yeah.
And then it still has that crunchy exterior, but I don't know. It tastes, dare I say it tastes healthier?
I was going to say it's just like a little more less and also one note.
This is actually one that Michelle does not like. This is going to be the funniest one too, visually. You can see that there's a trend on the color scheme of this Dutch food.
Why is it all like
Brown.
red brown?
So this is called a Frikandel.
Stop shaking it.
This is called a Frikandel. It is a minced meat, skinless sausage. Instead of being grilled like most sausages, it's actually deep fried. And then Michelle also wrote, funnily enough, in some parts of Belgium, this is actually called a currywurst. So you can see it's kind of like a breaded, deep fried hot dog. I mean, it's a sausage, but like...
It's not breaded. That's just the skin, what the
Oh,
skin
really?
looks like after being deep fried.
So it's just a deep fried hot dog, basically.
Yeah, from what I understand. I've had this before.
I know, I said you hated it.
Yeah.
I don't know how she hates it. It's delicious.
It was actually pretty good.
This is, Michelle loves hot dogs. Like the most American hot dogs you can think of.
I would say it's probably like a garlic sausage or something like
Oh,
that.
it could be.
Maybe. I'm getting a heavy garlic flavor.
Yeah, I get that too. And then I'm getting something, like a sage or something.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And then the outside's actually nice too, because it feels like it's like breaded.
But it's not crispy.
Yeah, it's very
different.
soft.
It's different than the other things
very
where it
soft.
doesn't have that like crispy exterior. It's soft, but you know, it creates like almost like a crust, sort of.
It's
on
kind
the
of like in
outside.
the United States, we have breakfast sausage, which is like an herby, a sausage that you eat with
Oh, yeah.
eggs and toast and whatever. And it's kind of like that minus the sweetness. Last but not least, fries or frites or patat,
Patat.
depending on what part of the Netherlands you live in. And we got a little bit of fries. But I think more importantly, what we got is joppiesaus, which is something that we've been hearing a lot from you, a lot about from you in the comments. Everyone's been saying,
Gotta
you
try
gotta
it.
try the joppiesaus. So let's take a fry,
Dip.
dip it in the joppiesaus.
It's curry.
It's like curry mixed with
Why is it like curry?
honey mustard. This is so good.
Oh my God.
Joppiesaus is a condiment from the Netherlands based on mayonnaise with mild curry spices.
So is that why it's orange? Is it just the orange from like the curry? Hey, is it
It's
called?
turmeric.
Oh, that's the yellow. Is it joppy or is it
Yoppie.
Yoppie.
Yoppie sauce. Whoever's been commenting and telling us to try joppie sauce, thank you.
You're the hero here.
You're a hero.
All of this, I think, was around like 16 euros.
A brown.
A brown.
All right, on to the next one.
Well, we're gonna finish this, then we'll go on to the next one. All right, for this next one, we are safely indoors, so no gulls can bomb us while we try our herring. Seriously, if you do eat this outside, you got to be careful.
Ooh, this is weird getting pickled herring delivered. This is a new experience for us. And you can smell it.
Yeah, you could smell it in the hallway.
It's not normally like this. Normally it's served to you on a nice, paper plate with the Dutch flag in it for whatever reason. This
Yeah,
is
where's
a
the
very,
Dutch flag at?
I've never had it delivered. I doubt I'll ever get it delivered again, but
When you get a hankering for it, you know?
when you need that herring, here we go. Why is this so good? It's literally just raw fish. But I mean, I guess it's not raw. It's been pickled.
Yeah.
It's like Dutch sushi.
It really is like Dutch sushi, isn't it? It's way too fishy for me.
Next thing we have is actually something we had never heard about before. Kibbeling!
Yay!
So it's basically just fried white fish in a nugget. And we decided to pair it with
It's called cocktail sauce.
cocktail sauce.
Yeah, but I think it's like mustard, mayonnaise, ketchup, and some like relish.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Almost dripped.
Uh-oh.
Oh my God.
Not to like downplay this, there's like nothing's like that special about it. It's just like
This is good.
delicious mobile food.
All right, what's next?
That's it. When we first moved to the Netherlands, kept hearing about the elusive Oliebollen season. And evidently it's during the holidays, all of these little Oliebollen stands pop up all around the Netherlands and they sell the most delicious thing ever, Oliebollen, which ranges anything from this like little fried ball of dough covered in powdered sugar to like some very fancy things with like cream and pudding inside of them. And we wanted to show you the traditional one. It's like a donut, but it has like, I don't want to say it's like chewy, because it's not. It's very like bouncy. Like the texture is really, really bouncy, and it's super like, I don't know, what's the word I'm looking for?
It's dense. You said dense already, but it's like a very dense donut.
I don't want it to sound like dense sounds bad.
No.
And it's not like dense in a bad way, but for having this like crispy exterior, you see how it just like bounces back? I've had about a dozen of these already.
And it's like a week after New Year's Day, so we're surprised it's still Oliebollen season. We were glad that we were able to get in the video.
Yeah, they closed up for like a few days and we thought they were done, but they're not. They're still selling them. All right, we're at Markt Hall for one of our favorite Dutch snacks, Kapsalon. It also happens to be invented right here in Rotterdam, which is pretty cool. So this one is a bit to unravel. So let's actually talk about what Kapsalon is first. So Kapsalon is underneath all of this, a bed of fries with some doner, garlic sauce, spicy sauce, Gouda or Gouda cheese, and then kind of like all of the vegetables and stuff that you might find like in a doner kebab wrap. If you come to the Netherlands and you see a sign outside for Kapsalon, odds are you're not going to find this inside. Kapsalon actually means hair salon, and the story goes that this was invented as like a really quick and inexpensive meal for someone on the go, and the person who invented it was a hairstylist. Now this is one where you really gotta like dig to the bottom and get some fries, some of the doner. Here we go. This is so good. Like, this is the best. I have a headache food, and I want something that's just like really,
hangover
really greasy.
food.
I don't really drink that much, but yeah, it's good hangover food. Okay, it's so salty, and you get the crisp and like the fluffy potato from the French fries at the bottom, and then you get the rich like garlic sauce on there, and also the spicy sauce has a little bit of a kick to it, so it like cuts all the fatty taste, and then you get the vegetables on top, which is just like a nice refreshing crunch after you get all the like greasy, cheesy, creamy parts on the bottom. I could probably eat this whole one myself. It's so good. I have an idea of how we can spice this Kapsalon up. It's actually pretty good. Does this make me like super Dutch?
Hey, we're back. All right, just like we mentioned earlier in the video, we know this isn't a complete list of all the Dutch food here in the Netherlands. But if you like this video and you want to see more Dutch food videos like this, give it a thumbs up, and then maybe we'll come back, try more Dutch food, Surinamese food, Dutch Chinese food, Indonesian food, all the different kinds of food that you can find here in the Netherlands. All the different pizza chains you can find here in the Netherlands.
All of them?
So now it's time for us to pick our favorite and least favorite things that we tried today. Do you want to start? What was your favorite?
Okay, my favorite was the Kapsalon. I just
with or without the Hagelslag?
Without the Hagelslag, but again, with the Hagelslag was actually like still really, really good. I love French fries. So just adding all the toppings on French fries,
including the Hagelslag.
Including the Hagelslag made it delicious.
I probably would pick Kapsalon anyway, but for the sake of like making this interesting, I'm gonna pick the thing that actually surprised me that I like the most, and that was the Kibbeling, We've had Kibbeling before, but man, there's just something about the Kibbeling this time. It hit, and it is so good. You may be wondering, it's just breaded whitefish in a nugget. How could it possibly be so good? And my answer to you is, I don't know. The spices?
I think my least favorite was probably the Kip croquette this time. Yeah, it just didn't have a lot of, like, the filling wasn't very flavorful.
I don't really have a least favorite. I actually kind of liked everything. I know. Would you want to try from this video? What have you tried and what were your favorites from the things that we've tried? Let us know in the comments below. But that's all for now. So we'll see you on the next one. Bye.